Witam wszystkich na dzisiejszej transmisji na żywo. Jest dzisiaj ze mną jeden z moich znajomych, którego poznaliśmy jakiś czas temu na konferencji bodajże w Amsterdamie. Także przygotowałem dzisiaj dla Was transmisję na żywo, w której zrobimy sobie Q&A, porozmawiamy sobie o życiu tradera. Jest dzisiaj ze mną Argiris, z którym sobie zaraz porozmawiamy. So, welcome bro to the channel. How are you doing?
Good, bro. We are here. Thank you so much for actually inviting me to your channel. I
It's
hope
pleasure.
people will enjoy, of course.
100%.
Hello, everyone.
So can you say something in the beginning about like what was your journey specifically in the crypto markets? I know you was trading also before crypto, like forex, or it was gold, as I remember, right?
Yeah. So I started like since 2007, my whole like trip and journey regarding trading and stuff. So where we end up today is like I have been losing a lot of money in the beginning, like the first 5 years, because I didn't have any kind of, teacher, anything like that. The thing that happened is that I was losing and losing and losing. And in the end, like after 5 years, I realized that maybe it's someone that I can find. The guy that I actually found was one guy that was Canadian. He worked very much with me after I pressed him actually to work with me, because he wasn't teaching. He was just trader, And I start asking him if I can, of course, learn regarding risk management, because it's the most important thing on trading. So this is the thing. This is how everything started. I started trading since 2012 for first time crypto. I was trying like to trade. We didn't have so much back then. It was like we found how the fire works, and this is where it started. So yeah, I started with forex, commodities, mostly gold and oil. And yeah, this is where we are today. Today we are trading. I started also 2014, the first actually crypto trading academy in Europe, Crypto Miner Academy. We have been training 1,290 people until today. So this is where we are today. And yeah, everything goes great. Actually, yesterday I announced that was my last day after 12 years of teaching trading.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy and sad,
Okay, crazy. And you're originally from Greece, right? And so
Yeah, exactly,
all of your
exactly.
community is also like on Greece, because what I did before, I did like a small introduction in my community as well, that you are like one of the, let's say, most popular, or like the social traders in Greece, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that was like a small background as well. Okay, so you started in like gold, oil, and then you moved to crypto. So let's say from your experience, right, what would be the biggest difference between like the crypto markets in case of crypto trading, on of the trading in general, when you compare it, for example, for gold? Or let's say we have someone in the viewers, or some people, they are trading crypto right now, but they have in mind that this cycle might end in, let's say, 6 to 12 months from now, right? So do you think it might be like also like a good option to consider to move from crypto to standard markets for the bear market times? What do you think about that?
We most likely are following the liquidity. We are following the money. And in my opinion, where the clever money is actually going is good to be, because this is how you can actually make money. If you will have, for example, let's say an Ethereum that is dropping and you are not good at shorting Ethereum, for example, then most likely what is going to happen is that you are going to lose your money eventually. Now, if you are good on scalping, then depends on the market that you like, then you still follow liquidity, you still follow the money. So you need like nice moves, you need of course the experience to trade, and of course learn from others, and of course apply this on the charts. And what you have to do is to learn good risk management. If you know good risk management, I believe that if the next thing that you have to realize is the spreads of the platform that you're trading, the exchanger and all of this stuff, if it is like the fees or anything like this. And then you have to see if a move that you are about to take, a trade that you are about to open, is worth it. You know, if the trade is not worth it, then you shouldn't open it. It's not a solution to be always in a trade, you know. And especially when we see that, for example, Ethereum is down for a consolidation, or Bitcoin is down for a consolidation, and nothing is moving, the money goes somewhere else, then of course, when the bear market is coming, why to be in crypto anymore, you know? It's better if you are gonna move to Forex, if you are gonna move to gold or anything that is working in this period of time. Now, it's very difficult to apply your strategies sometimes to different exchanges or to different platforms or to different setups. For example, if you're using TradingView and you know what is going on there, then it's very difficult to use MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and all of this stuff, you know? So it depends also if I, for example, can trade in both. I can trade in MetaTrader 4. I can trade in, let's say, TradingView. I mean, TradingView is amazing, of course.
But originally you started from MetaTrader, right? Before.
Yeah.
So
actually, I started even through like 2009. Back in 2009, I was maybe the first customer of Plus 500 in Greece. So I was trading like first there. So I was trading directly from the platform. And then later on, because I moved in Norway in 2012, 13. So because I lived in Norway for 10 years, then I started, of course, using different methods and different exchangers. So yeah, MetaTrader 4 was one of the first things that I was using.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So that's actually interesting topic because I'm not that big fan of MetaTrader 4 and 5 because for me it's like, let's say,
It's horrible.
Yeah, UI of that, it's like completely like 20 years ago. So what I see right now is even the topic of like all of the funding accounts are pretty popular right now. So most of these funded accounts, they are connected directly to MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, unless you find something which is compatible with platforms like TradeLocker, for example. So I see a lot of people are trying to go to trade because they are used to trade, let's say, on exchanges like Bybit, and they know the exchange layout, which is super nice and friendly. And they just want to go to the funded account, which is on MetaTrader 4, and everything they used to do it before, they can't trade because the platform is, bit outdated. So in this case, it might be like a step back technologically, in my opinion, to start trading for MetaTrader. And for some people, even it might be like no-go situation to move completely from standard, let's say, exchanges layout to MetaTrader 4 platform.
You know, the worst thing by far is in Forex, for example, when you are entering inside the platform, you are applying one specific leverage from the broker, and then you go directly to the MetaTrader 4, let's say, or 5, or whatever you have, and then you have a leverage of 500. So this is
crazy.
Yeah. So if you don't have, let's say, 500, you have 100 or whatever you have, then you cannot apply your strategy at the moment in the specific leverage that you're actually asking. So that's the main problem. That's why regarding, let's say, the exchangers of crypto, when you're about to trade inside the exchangers, you can choose directly in the chart what kind of leverage do you want. If you want to be isolated, if you want to be in cross margin, you know, and things are getting so much easier. But also, what I have noticed all these years from like people that I have been teaching and all of this stuff is that they get really frustrated when they have too many options. Okay.
Yeah, true.
So that's pretty much messy. Okay. So in the beginning, if you remember, like it was Binance, they had like stop, OCO, limit order, stop limit, market order. They had really, I believe, like 15 options of how you want to trade, trailing stop loss, and all of this stuff. They had so much stuff. You were getting confused. So people start actually losing money because of all of these orders.
Yeah, because they
This was
started to
back in 2018.
play around with different options when they
Exactly.
should stick just to like limit and market order, and that's it. That's all they need.
So people, what they do is that they have the quality and the quantity. Okay, the quality is what you are actually applying regarding your strategy, what you have. Let's say you're using indicators, oscillators, blah blah blah, 1 million things. Okay, how it's happening also inside businesses, and they leave the quantity outside. Now, if you have a quality that makes you already confused, then you jump to the other field, you are gonna mess up, you know. And this is what happened with Binance. People got so confused in the beginning. It was horrible, bro. It was horrible. It wasn't nice at all. So people start going crazy. I've noticed this, and I said that the reason why you're actually losing money is because you are very confused because of the orders. Because if you don't have this kind of orders, you just have stop loss, take profit, that's all. And then you have, let's say, your market or limit order, then you're fine, you know. So you should have in trading as less options as you can, because otherwise you will start getting confused, you will start getting messed up, and you're gonna start losing your money for no reason. I mean, it's enough for something to hit my stop loss. It's enough. I don't want more than that, you know. So that's what I believe. For example, now you also like, as far as I know, collaborate with BitUnix, or they have a nice interface. You know, you just enter your site, you press your buttons, and you're done. You don't need so much. You have your trading view, then you jump there, you open your order, everything is fine.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, there are a lot of new platforms right now which actually make it like super easy, like.
So yeah, that's the deal for me. Okay, so other than this, then you guys have to, like, if you want to become profitable traders, then you have to balance the quality and the quantity. Let's say you have a scale. Okay, and when you start something, let's say you are entering inside technical analysis because you know that trading maybe is this, then this is wrong. Because if you will start putting every single stone in the side of the quality, then the quantity is going to go up. So you're going to lose this, okay? You have to bring it in balance. So this means from the one side, you have the quality, you have to work with the quality, you have to work with your technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whatever you have on this side. And then the quantity that has to do with the risk management, it has to do with the risk to reward ratio. And of course, things that they can help you out to build up an amazing scale, and then you can become profitable trader. That's the only way. There's no other way. Okay.
And there is also emotions which coming in, and actually we have one question already about that, so maybe we jump in directly. So the question is from the viewers, how or like what's your suggestion how you manage the fear of opening the position? And there is the more to it. So let's say there is like a limit order when you place on the chart, right? And you see the price is going like super dynamic to the level when is your limit order, and because of the fear of because you see the price is dropping, for example, super fast to your limit order, then the viewer said that he's canceling the order because he had the fear of basically opening the position in this case. So like what's your take based on your experience in this kind of like situation? Basically fear of opening the orders. I hope you had it same. I had the same issue back in the days when I was basically scared to open the trade, you know?
Exactly. So let's go back in time. You say like, I was scared. It's exactly what you're saying. When you learn everything regarding to how your trading strategy is working, and then you know that your stop loss is where it should be always, then you don't have any kind of issue anymore. Like, for example, if I'm gonna have an open trade or if I'm gonna have a closed trade, for me it's the same thing. The reason why is that my trading strategy is technically golden, is untouchable. If for any reason my stop loss hits, then my stop loss hits. That's all. I just move to the next trade. If you will try to understand that every trade, every single trade is a business, and as a businessman, you can't get married to your business. It's a business that is opening, is a store. Let's say it's a store, it's a restaurant, okay? We know that the average living of a beneficial of a restaurant that actually goes well is 8 years. This is the time that survives, okay? This is what we know. This is what the data is saying. It's 8 years for a profitable business when it comes to restaurant. So that's the best. This is the average. This is what we know. Now, if you will say that...
Because it's based on the data, actually, right?
Yeah. So this is the thing that I have. In the 5th or 6th year, even if you have a profitable business, if you have a restaurant that is working well and it goes very good, you have to open the next one or you have to do something else. Why? Because you know that this is going to come to an end day. That's all. So the main problem of everyone is when to start something and also when to finish it. Okay. The thing is, you know, that's why I'm saying many times, you know, casinos, they have an end, because when the table is finishing, then everything is finishing. In trading, nobody's finishing the game. You have to finish the game. The only way that the market can finish the game is when you are losing all your money, because the algorithm of the market knows everything. It knows where you're going to put your market order. It knows where you're going to put your stop loss. It knows everything. So from the money that is out on the table and the market sees where the money goes, then it can do whatever it wants. So you have to understand that you are never leading the market leads and you are just following. So you have to understand this. We have to understand that all of us are slaves of the market, and either we are going to work with the market to make some money or we are going to lose. That's all. So don't become the customer of the market, because the market wants to take your money like the casino. You have to become the guy that actually works inside the casino. You have to make it like that. Otherwise, you're going to lose your money. The way that makes you comfortable to not be in a fear, to not be in a greed and all of this, is to just simply follow your golden strategy. What is your golden strategy? My golden strategy has been built it for years. This means that I have been working in the market for many years. I put all my data down. I made my strategy very simple. And now I apply on this strategy, and this is how I make money. That's all. Not I have A and B. That's all. If B happens, fine, we go to the next. So you can have a plan B, or if we take it in another way, every plan B that you have should be also a plan A. Plan B doesn't mean failure and I start. It means I start again and then I start again. So this is how you have to make it happen. If you will start pushing and saying, oh yeah, let's go for another event trade. Oh, let's go. I'm going to make my money back. You have lost everything. You have lost everything. If you are not going to lose in the first trade, you are not going to lose in the second, then you are going to lose in the third, fourth, fifth, sixth. The market is going to take back the money no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you want to escape from this, the only thing that you can do is to work every time from the beginning. That's why we say, if you are not good in your psychology, let's say you argue with your girlfriend, your business doesn't go good, blah, 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 you have many things to think about, then don't open the PC. Don't try to trade. Don't do anything like that. And I'm saying this from the aspect from a guy that actually lives from trading. I don't have any outside business. That's my business. I work with this the whole day, maybe 15 hours per day, okay? So that's what I have to say regarding this.
Yeah, sometimes I receive messages on Telegram from Argiris and he sent me like, bro, guess how many trades I opened today? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 10. And once you told me like 200 something, remember?
147.
On gold, right? It was on gold.
Yeah. 147.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, but this is actually very, very important and popular in the way of becoming like, if some people want to make a living of trade, because also what you said, what I like was that if your life in general is not like in a good position, like you should not be going to the market, because what you will do, like you will try to relieve the energy which is bad in you in the market, which always will end. very bad for you. You will lose money anyway. So that's also something which I really like. So I think that's good one for the psychology. You said also something a few times already about risk management, right? I know we discussed about that as well. When I learned the topic of like risk management in trading, it even changed all the game for me. You know, risking like 2-to-1 risk reward or like 3-to-1. Like that was when I was using before, like some random trades, like, you know, 1000 USDT times 20 leverage, right? You know, it was like gambling basically. So when you have this risk management and money management in your place, I think that's also what can help you overtake those problems with opening positions, because you know mathematically and based on the data that you can open like 5 trades, you can even lose 3 of them, but if you have correct risk reward, you will still make profit, right?
Exactly.
So that's what I learned as well. But is there anything else, or like can you also like say something more deeply based on the risk management, like from your perspective?
The thing of risk management is to realize, the first thing you have to realize, we spoke about like exchanger before. The thing that you should always know is how you are trading inside your exchanger. This means that you have to know the interface. You have to have a specific interface that you get used to it, okay? And then everything is gonna be placed regarding to the fact that you don't lose from like stupid mistakes, okay? That's one thing. So it's also part of the risk management. Now, I have a student that this guy, when we started, like, this is like 5 years ago, but 3 years ago, achieved this goal or something like that. It was when it was the big shutdown of Terra Luna. Okay. So the thing that happened with this guy, it was that he started like with $2,000. He did a crazy lock-in, and he managed in 3 years to turn it to $16 million. Okay, this was actually insane. I mean,
Wow.
I have many students that they made some millions and stuff, but this guy, he outperformed. It was crazy. Okay, so the thing that
But
happened
purely
is
with
that,
trading,
yeah, only.
not meme
So the
coins.
thing that happened is that when the time came and he had all his money in, what was the exchanger that closed? Oh my God.
The biggest one?
The big one. No, with Terra Luna, we're same period of time.
FTX.
Oh, FTX, yeah. When FTX closed, he had inside $6 million and everything vanished. Okay, from the $16 million that he made, he was trading with 6 million, so he had all this money inside the exchanger. The thing that happened is that he lost $6 million. Now, many people will say, yeah, but he made 16, is fine. No, it's not like that, because risk management teaches you also that you cannot have all your money inside the exchangers. So this is number two, is very important. Risk management doesn't finish in your trading setup. Risk management is applying on everything that you are doing, even in your time. So if you will start analyzing and working on your personal development, start working with your time and start organizing your time correct, then you have a very nice result also in your trading career. So you have to become, first of all, very good in your personal life and what you're doing. And then you can apply this to your daily routine. And this is going to apply on your trading setup. If you are fine, if you are completely fine, if you have, let's say, your family okay, you don't argue with anyone, you are okay to sit behind the screen and enjoy your day behind trading, then this is the correct time. So every time should be like that. This is part of the risk management. Okay, so imagine that you have like 3 boxes that you have to click before you start even opening your screen to trade. The first thing is that you should feel good psychologically. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you have enough time to trade, like let's say 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't know how many hours you need each one. I mean, the fact that you know that you have some time to trade. If you're about to leave in 2 hours, then there's no point to open the screen. Just leave it. Okay, let it slide. And third thing is, if you have in your mind that someone is gonna come to interrupt you from what you're doing, if you know that someone will interrupt you, then it's better to not open the screen again. So let's say if those 3 boxes are ticked, you know, and you click them, then you are fine. You are good to go. Okay. If you do this every time you trade, you are going to avoid crazy things, crazy mistakes. And before you're about to even sit in the screen and lose your time there technically and lose your money, then for sure is an amazing thing regarding the risk management. Now, regarding the risk management inside trading and how you trade and what you're doing, just so you know, you cannot lose more than the 1% of your investments. Let's say your account is $1 million. Oh, let's say it's $10,000. Okay, let's say it's $10,000. You cannot lose more than $100 in each trade. So this is your stop loss. Your stop loss always has to be 100. But if you're gonna go to $15,000 because of your profitable trades, then you have to think again that your stop loss has to go to $150. You cannot change this amount. If you're gonna start changing this amount, this means that you are compromising with the risk management, and then you are compromising with the quantity. If you are gonna compromise with the quantity, in the end, you are not gonna be able to understand how much money you are losing, how much money you are earning, especially if you are not gonna have a track record. Okay, so this is where things are going wrong. You can't lose this thing. If you're gonna lose this, then it's gonna just say buy by itself, and then you're gonna lose all your money. This is 100% like going back and start running into the wall. That's all. So it's better to not trade in your life. It's better to do something else.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's also important to. I remember when we discussed this when we met in it was in Amsterdam, right? Like a few months ago. And I remember we was discussing about that risk management also goes on other, let's say, sides of the life than trading itself. So you can basically, when you like think about that like deeply, you can guys use it basically in any aspect of your life. That's also really nice. Like even then the story you said that you cannot hold everything in one account, like one exchange. Same goes for your bank accounts. You never know what is going to happen with your bank account, for example. Yeah. So
Exactly.
so you cannot hold all of your money in one bank account, or everything in one place in cash. Yeah, you just need to be smart about these things as well, because you never know what's going to happen. So there, as you said, risk management is also applicable in much wider aspects of their life. So
Exactly.
that's very important. One thing I wanted to jump on as well, you said that something about the window of trading, right? You said that if you have 2 hours, it's better don't even sit on the charts. So
I mean, yeah, even if you are a professional trader, you technically in 2 hours, even if you know your setup and everything, I mean, it's not worth it, because a trade can easily take like 45 minutes. I mean, when are you gonna sit down, do your research, do, let's say, your whole setup, organize your risk management? I mean, it's not like that. Okay,
so
especially if you are a trader.
so what would be like your, let's say, the golden times, or like the amount of time you want to spend in the market, in the charts? Like 4 hours minimum?
Depends on what kind of trader you are. I mean, if you are a swing trader that you are entering inside, then you might gonna close your trade even after,
Yeah, a
I
few
don't know,
days,
three,
few
three,
weeks.
4 days or whatever. Then of course, you can sit down and do different times let's say the research that you want, of course, and then you can take your decisions. And you need some time. You need some clear brain to sit down and think, what are you going to open? And of course, apply this. If you are a day trader, I mean, 2 hours is nothing. I mean, You need 4 to 6 hours to just say that you have done something. I mean,
And for candle close sometimes as well.
it's crazy. I see like I see a guy. This guy is so funny, you know, on TikTok. He is just making very nice videos, like high quality. What is he doing his day? He's sitting down, turning the screen like that. He's choosing like what he wants, and then he opens the trade and he disappears. He opens like 4 trades, he disappears. He's going to the gym, he is going out, drinking, taking his coffee and all of this stuff. Then he's returning back and then closing the positions in profit. I mean, guys, this is this doesn't exist, you know.
So
This
you
is
say,
mental.
so you say this is all like the social media game as well in the trading
Yeah,
space.
I mean, don't believe in all of these crazy things, you know, because for someone to just open trades and just close them like this, earning every day like 20, 50, $60,000 and stuff. I mean, yes, it can happen, but not like that. This is not a trader's life. There is no trader that opens everything and then goes to meditate, and then he is going out to exercise in the gym, and then especially if his positions are huge, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, okay, no matter if you're gonna put your stop loss and disappear, you still have your mind there, you know. You don't go to meditate with open trades. This is crazy. So that's actually a funny thing. So you don't need to believe everything that you are watching inside um, the platforms. Take your free time. You don't need to have open trades. That's okay. But yeah, for a day trader, it's crazy to start saying that you need like 2 hours only to trade. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, that's fine. Like if you're gonna overdo it, then you might gonna be burned. Okay, I do trading because I enjoy trading. I end up in a position in my life
Yeah, but
after.
not everyone will enjoy it because it's, for some people it's okay, for some people it's completely not okay, like sitting 12 hours a day in front
No,
of
it's
charts.
not. It's not. It's not. I like trading. It's not that someone. It's not that I try to make money from this. Now, for example, I started now a challenge because many people want to see in Greece the reality. I actually do it in English. So if you guys you can follow this, is not something like crazy, of course.
Yeah, I will post his YouTube channel in the description as well.
This is on my Telegram. It's actually an English community. So what I'm doing is that I am announcing the positions that I'm going to trade. So I started the challenge that is started from $2,000, and I'm gonna try to reach $100,000. What I'm trying to do now, we are at $11,000 today that we are speaking. This happening 2 months and 26 days, I think, today, or 24. I don't remember. So I started this whole challenge to prove to people that things can happen inside trading, because many people are listening that, oh yeah, you're doing trading, you do it manually, oh, you're gonna end up to the trash. Depends. You're gonna end up to the trash if you don't know what you're doing. If you understand what you're doing, if you're not in stress and stuff, then you are gonna make it. Okay. So how am I not in stress? I know that if my stop loss is gonna hit, my stop loss is gonna hit. So what I'm gonna do in the end, after I'm gonna reach the 100,000, I'm gonna deliver 10,000 to charity, $10,000 to charity, and $10,000 I'm gonna give to 3 guys that they are following the process. That's all, because I also want to make a nice gift to all of these guys that have been following. But the thing is, you have to trade like you are enjoying it. If you are gonna trade to make money, you won't make money. You are gonna be pressed from this thing to live, to eat, to feed your family, and all of this stuff. So it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be very difficult. It's good to have a side work in the beginning, and then start working on the trading more and more until you reach the day. I didn't do it. I left my job to trade, but I wasn't in a good situation back then. The thing that happened is that I went under zero 5 times. Very bad. It was a horrible experience. I don't even want to remember it. Okay. However, I had to continue. If I wouldn't continue, I wouldn't be here today. So that's a good thing.
Crazy, crazy. So the one question came to my mind is based on the routine. You also discussed the routine. So do you hold like any specific routine in your day?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I
Every
hope you are doing crazy 4 a.m. wake up, ice water, ice bath like the crazy guy on Instagram.
No,
You know,
I don't do ice bath. I like it. Sometimes it's good. I don't dive inside the ice. However, one time I filled up the pool and I dived in, but okay, that's
yeah.
fine.
And also,
However,
I want to add up to the routine question, like what's your recommendation, like what you're using as well to detach yourself from the daily trades, you know? So some people do sports, some
yeah,
people go at
that's very
another
good.
things.
So what I do is that every day I wake up at 5:50 approximately. So 7 o'clock I'm inside the gym. This is my daily routine. My wife delivers the kids to the school. Then I am coming back. I start like all my appointments and stuff that I maybe have. And if I find in the morning some good positions, then it's good. I can sit down and trade. Depends on how the volatility is going to look like in the specific pair that I'm watching. And then I'm going to open my trade. My trades are very specific. It's not difficult to find. I find trades very easily, but the trade has to be worth it so I can open it. Okay, so I'm not gonna open a trade that is not worth it. And people like that they are following also this challenge. They see that I don't rush into things. I'm saying, okay, I close a trade, now I'm waiting. Okay, it's a very big deal. It's actually key. So if I see that I am in a big consolidation, that the market is gonna chop, I'm gonna understand it after a few hours. Then I'm just gonna disappear. I'm not gonna even sit down to discuss have any kind of trading setup. So then by the afternoon, I around 4 o'clock, like everything is gonna finish. Then I'm gonna take maybe my daughter to take her to taekwondo, for example, or some activities. The big or the youngest or the old one. So I'm gonna finish, then we are gonna come back. Maybe I'm gonna trade for a while, or I'm gonna do like my live streams or some YouTube channels and stuff, or YouTube videos and stuff. And then I'm gonna finish around 10, 11 o'clock in the night. Am I gonna chill a little bit? And then in the night, I am going to sleep like around 12:30 to 1 o'clock.
Okay, so
So
that's
this is the
basically the routine.
routine. Now, the things that I'm doing to attach myself is trips, of course. I like going for trips and stuff. I do things like real estate and stuff because I also like. And then we can go somewhere, let's say with the whole family, a trip, or weekends are very nice as well. Like we're doing different things together with the family. So that's good. Things that they can like. I don't trade in the weekends. I'm very tired.
So weekends you don't go to the
No, no.
charts. Okay.
Most of the times, no. Now, if I'm gonna see a trade that I wanna, let's say, see like experiment over that because it's something that I don't see trading that it like something that is gonna grill my brain. I see trading like a relief. Okay, so
That's interesting.
that's the thing.
That's interesting POV. Okay, so one question I do have as well right now, according what we discussed already, is let's say we have a viewers, you have experience, of course, of teaching people. So, what would be your suggestion to, let's say, we have some viewer who wants to start his, trading journey. He saw it online, he liked it, and he's like, okay, I want to start, right? So what would be your, for example, like few key takeaways to consider probably if he is really able to start it or if he should just pass it? Because what I always say, it's like not just going to the charts and saying like, okay, this and this strategy and just go and trade, right? Because you need to ask yourself like few questions basically. So are you able to spend that much time in the charts? Are you able to back test every single, let's say, strategy which you want to try? Focus on one thing. So people need to verify themselves, I think, before even they consider start trading. And also the other thing is like if they have, let's say 1K in their accounts, right? Is it for you even worth to them to trying, or because I always even say that you should have at least some or let's say you have your normal job, you pass some money on a side, and then with those side money try to trade, and then even after some time you can leave your job or close your company, whatever are you doing. But I wanted to ask your perspective on that as well, which might be completely different.
When it comes to someone that is amateur and wants to start trading now, the first thing that you have to consider is the fact that if you are searching for gold and you are an amateur that is searching for gold, you know that there are people with all the machines, there are people with all the like shuffling machines and all of this stuff that they will just go and dig so much faster. They have scanners, they have everything. So they will find gold so much faster than you. And you're just gonna go there with your shuffle to open a hole to find gold. So don't do that. Don't start by yourself. Go to the one that is professional and can easily teach you how things are going. Because if you will start from the YouTube and try to find like different channels to get educated and all of this stuff, you might gonna become very good to analyze the market, but you're not gonna become a trader, and you are not gonna become a profitable trader. Because if you wanna take those two things and combine them together, you have to sit down with a guy that knows the thing and can help you out how to improve, work with this, and become the trader that you want with quality and the quantity. If you are someone that is working and then you are picking up some money, you are putting your hard working money inside the markets and you're gonna start losing them, then you know where this thing is gonna go. So find someone that can educate you and you can become a good trader. Now we have another problem that many people that they are teaching, they are scammers. They just show you what support and resistance means. This is stupid, okay? Because you can learn this online. You can learn this from YouTube. So you have to stop working with scammers. You have to find someone that you know that he's doing a good job. You have to do a research from people that they have been testing him and they have been students of him, and then you maybe can enforce even this guy to teach you. Because these guys, believe me, they don't want to teach anyone most of the times. Some people that they teach and they do it for a very small amount, those guys are good because they don't care about making profits by teaching, like me. They make profits from their trading and they like to teach people so they can learn by themselves even more things by teaching to others. So that's a big deal. And also they like it. Okay, I like to teach others. That's why I did it. I didn't do it to make money. Back in time, people were making money from the academies, but it's not working like this anymore. And if you are, for example, in Europe and you have taxes and all of the stuff, then the taxes are taking most of your money. It's better if you trade. Okay, so if you trade, you make more money actually. So you don't need to, let's say, be the one that is going to create an academy. So the guys that they make academies to make money, they are scammers most of the times. Most of the times, okay? So it's very difficult to find someone that is so good. So you have to do a very good research. Now, I think I saw a question here. How do you view the future of crypto?
Yes.
And the regulations. Now, what is happening in Europe is what we call MiCA license.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah, what is happening with MiCA license is right now OKX has MiCA license, Bybit has MiCA license, some other exchanges they try to get it. When they get MiCA license, the thing that is happening is that people don't get MiFID II license. The MiFID II license applying on leverage trading. Leverage trading is not allowed if you don't have this license. So OKX has MiFID II license, but they have it for institutionals. So institutionals can trade actually leverage trading, but not individuals. So normal traders, they cannot do it. Where we are going to end up, we are going to end up in a situation that we most likely are going to see people going away if they want to trade. Maybe using VPNs, maybe I don't know what they will do. But until some of these exchanges, maybe Bybit, maybe is going to get MiFID II license, as they said, and I know, then we can start having some hopes that we get leverage over like up to 30, not more. It's not going to be allowed. So that's one part of the regulations. Regarding the crypto regulations, MiCA gave a plan until like the end of 2026. So right now, yes, all of these guys that they have been inside, let's say, Bybit Global, they can still trade, but this is going to finish soon and they have to jump to Bybit Europe. So that's going to be a problem.
Which right now is pretty limited at this stage.
Yeah, very limited actually, not just limited. But Ben is gonna make it because I know him as a person. I know that he's gonna keep his words and he's gonna do it like he has done most of the things. Maybe he's gonna delay a little bit.
And for the viewers, Ben is the CEO of Bybit.
Yeah, exactly. So I believe that things are gonna go to the right direction. But yeah, maybe it's gonna take some time. Now, many people may be gonna leave, go to other countries that they are outside of Europe to start trading again. Maybe Dubai, maybe, I don't know. Even in Dubai, like if you have, let's say, USDT and all of this stuff, you cannot cash this money in your bank account in UAE. I don't know if you know it, but it's not allowed.
No, the banks are not that friendly actually for the like direct deposits. You know, there is some ways you can do it, but there is no way to direct deposit USDT. At least as I know right now.
So but that's one thing.
Yeah, this is also something we discussed on my yesterday live stream. Someone said that probably Hungary, they want to make a list of verified exchanges, for example, right? And everyone who is not using exchange, which is on the verified list, might have some, you know, jail sentence or something like that. And I was thinking like, okay, but let's say you cannot use Bybit.com anymore in Europe, right? You need to switch to EU, which is like very limited. There is not many activities right now. But let's say you use other exchanges, which are, you know, not MiCA regulated, but you are based in Europe. So what you do, you open an account on exchange, which is like no KYC. You deposit your USDT. You will still be able to trade, yeah. So
well, listen. The thing is, if you are working on, let's say, something that is non-KYC, this is technically not allowed. I mean, like, we have to say this because people don't get it. Technically, by MiCA, you are not even allowed to use USDT because USDT is outside of MiCA. Okay, they don't accept it. That's
yeah, I know, but the thing is, like, let's say there are only 2 free exchanges right now which are, let's say, MiCA compliant. So you can use only those 3, like, let's say, as a European citizen.
And you are not allowed to trade leverage as well.
You are not allowed to trade leverage, which 90% of your community and my community, I guess, are doing. I know that's the truth, that's the number. But, you know, basically, you are not allowed by the law, technically. But how far, because of the MiCA is also like the new license, that's what we discussed. I have no idea how it will be catched, you know, that there is some traders, they are using some other exchanges, trade futures on USDT. You know, that's actually pretty interesting. Because what takes you to create an account on exchange and trade it? Like 15 seconds, right? You can go deposit your USDT and that's it. like it's no KYC, so at some stage technically
You know,
you are, you know, like anonymous, right? You deposit from your trust wallet or something. That's the questions which I also get a lot from people.
let's say it on another way. Okay. Right now, if you are gonna have like, let's say Bybit EU, or you're gonna have OKX, of course, EU, technically you are not allowed to, because you are, they also use the travel rule. So the travel rule says that every time you're sending an amount more than 1,000 euros,
Yeah, it's same like in the ATMs.
they have to know where is this money coming from. They actually have to know where is this money coming from, where this money goes. When you do this thing, even if you're gonna send it to your trust wallet or anywhere that you wish, then they know that this wallet is yours because you said that this wallet is mine. If you do this, they put in the tracking path your name on this trust wallet that you have. So if you will, for any reason, do a transaction between those two, OKX, Bybit, Europe, and then send to your wallet or receive from your wallet, you are in the blacklist directly. So they will know what is happening because they simply see inside, of course, the transactions that this wallet moved this much money, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they know what you're doing. They know where you send the money. They know if you do send it in a KYC, non-KYC, and all of this stuff. Now, we are going to end up, I believe, because people, they're not going to be able to use even Bybit card if this is going to happen.
For sure, no.
It's gonna happen. Not if, there is no if. They will not be able to use Bybit card. They will not be able to use technically nothing. They will just hold USDT and they will not be able to do anything with that. That's
I think even USDC, not T, right? Because there is like all of the thing is coming about USDT.
USDC is allowed.
Yeah.
Is the only thing because it has actually a license in France.
Yeah, that's what
But
I mean.
But you cannot trade with USDC. You can only convert it to euro, and from euro you can trade BTC or Ethereum, not with leverage. So that's another thing.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is crazy, yeah.
But you know, we will see how it will go basically, because as always, all of the regulations, they are pretty new. Everyone is, you know, playing around. In my opinion, they try to be compliant as much as they can. But in the end, there are countries like Poland, for example, which delayed all of possible like deadlines of passing the documentation for MiCA as a country as well, and all of like local.
I'm gonna come to Poland. I'm gonna come to Poland.
Then you need to come, yeah, exactly. So yeah, we will see. We will see how it will goes. But for sure, like next, I would say 3 to 5 years, let's say, coming to the next cycle, might be completely different in terms of like regulation. But you know, this is not only the Europe. In the Gulf countries like Dubai, United Arab Emirates, we have also like this, which is called not VASP. What's you know the regulation name? VARA, Virtual
No,
Asset
but
Regulation something.
yeah, virtual asset regulation, something like that.
It's
Yeah.
also difficult to acquire for most of the exchanges, as I know. And that's also why you said that you are not able to cash out USDT like directly to Dubai bank accounts, because they also
I don't think that you're able to even open an account in Bybit. I'm not sure. I think you can only
Yeah,
open Binance.
no. I think by TCK&x you can use it normally. Like that's not an
Okay.
issue. But you know, if they are VARA
Yeah,
compliant, which they are, you can use it easy. So yeah, we have one more.
That's why you have to move to Dubai.
That's why all of us need to move to Dubai at some point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, that was like a long one on the compliance and the regulation. We have one more question. I think this is the same viewer from the beginning. Let me translate that. What's the effective trading plan, which don't only say that like the range of the actions, Wait, I need to translate that because it's in Polish, no? Yeah, basically like the effective action plan. That's the part number 1. And the second one is, let's say I have written down my ideas, my rules, but in practice it comes out that setups are living from me. You know what I mean? That he's probably
Yeah.
sitting in the chart and the chart is like living from him. That's
You
the
have-
one part.
you have
One
to
second, there
work.
is like more. Or they are appearing after his session, which he is not at the computer, basically. So what I
Well-
understood that his setups are working, but they are, you know, living from him, or they are not in his trading session, basically.
Well, you have to think, you have to, first of all, as I told you, regarding the trading strategy, if you try to create a trading strategy, it's like you're trying to build something. It's like you're trying to build a car by yourself, and then you have a company that is making cars. You have to go to the company that is making cars to learn how to make a car than to try and make it yourself. Because if you will try to make it yourself, it's gonna take you for years. Okay, so you have to go to the one that is knowing the techniques and the job. That's why I said you have to find a mentor. You cannot just do plans and then start applying all of these things in the charts to find out what is the best, and then you can end up to the golden strategy. The golden strategy is not going to come like that. It's very difficult. Like, even if you will find it, you will not be able to recognize it. So the first thing is that you have to find a mentor. 100%. I did it. Every one of my students have done it. So that's one thing. So if your strategy doesn't go good, is because you don't have a mentor. That's the one thing. If you found a mentor that gave you strategy, and this strategy doesn't work for you, then the mentor didn't tell you correct what to do. So that's also a problem. Okay. So that's a thing.
But do you think it really comes down to the mentor directly, or maybe, you know, because there is some strategies
No,
might
it's not-
work
it's not
for some
directly.
people and some strategies might work for other, right? So
Well,
let's say
the
the same
thing is that-
strategy will work for you but will not work for me. But in my opinion, if
correct.
you have a mentor, he should also tell you that or guide you on that as well, because it's also important.
What you say is correct, but the good mentor is gonna find what actually works for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They will. If the mentor is good, is gonna understand what strategy applies on you, because you have to find together what fits you. If something doesn't work, then this means that the mentor doesn't give you so much attention, or you are not even sitting down to understand by yourself if something is applying on you. Now, let's say you have a strategy that you believe that is working, everything is good, and then you sit down and finally the strategy doesn't work. Then you have to do your settings. Okay. Then you have to work with experience. That it means you have to be very energetic and do a lot of trading setups. Stop using money like for a period of time. See that the strategy is working, at least in paper trading or in demo account, and then put some money inside, just a little bit of money. Try to understand if this is working also with money for you, if it's worth it, and if this can apply in your charts. Also, when you start putting money inside, don't put a crazy amount. Put $100, $200, try to experience with that, and then this can rise, and you can see that your strategy is working. If the strategy is working, you can start putting more money inside. If you start putting all your money inside, then of course you are gonna lose it.
That's true. I think that covers the answer, I would say. So basically, to be also open-minded, to have let's say, if there is a strategy which is, let's say, going out from your trades, basically to be open as well to, if you are doing it on your own, to change the strategy, or sit down, really deep down, change the settings, and maybe analyze exactly what might go wrong, like why the setup is just go away? I would say that will be the short answer.
Most of the times, the strategy is losing because of risk management. It's not. I mean, guys, listen. Technicals, the technical analysis that you're doing is not something crazy.
Yeah, specifically that most of the
you
things on the
don't-
chart, it's basically same things, but named differently, yeah?
I mean, if you are just gonna learn fair value gaps, okay, from ICT, it's free on YouTube. Or if you're gonna, let's say, learn how to use correct Fibonacci levels, rising wedges, falling wedges, descending
Yeah,
burning
the
wedges,
patterns or...
ascending burning wedges, basic pattern trading, and then like Elliott waves and Fibonacci. You don't need something else, right? Maybe a moving average, but that's all. It's too much information. If you will have too many informations, then you are not going to be able to take even day trades. It's impossible. If you want to take day trades, you have to have a strategy that is working pretty fast. You can't be like that. If you want to scout the market, you need something that is working fast. You cannot sit down and see 1,000 parameters, you know?
Yeah.
So technicals are simple. Everything is about the risk management. And if you will start, let's say that you have a risk to reward ratio 1 to 3, and you don't accept anything less than that. Anything less than that. 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Every time you're losing 1 and you're about to earn 3. That's fine. If you are gonna lose from the 10 trades that you are taking, 6 of them, you are still in profitability. That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's always what I'm saying.
You are gonna lose 6 and you are gonna earn 12. That's mental. Even if you are gonna earn 12, you are gonna earn 11. It's like you are 100% over your losses. So this means that your final account is gonna be in profitability, and actually crazy profitability. Imagine, it's just crazy. If let's say one is $100, then you're gonna earn $1,200 and you're gonna lose 600. It's crazy. So even
Is
if you're
the
gonna
numbers
lose
game in
6
practice.
trades, yeah, if you're gonna lose 6 trades, it's crazy. I mean, the strategy is not something so crazy.
Yeah, the risk management is the key. The risk management is number
You just
one.
need to find a strategy that is good enough.
And which is giving you the risk reward which you want to have. Like, let's say, I always say minimum 2 to 1. That's my minimum, for example.
Bro, I had a guy, a student of mine. He was writing down his trades in a notebook. Imagine, like literally in a notebook. I was laughing.
Oh, that's good.
This guy made with $600 in 1 year, $48,000. Just with good risk management. That's all.
And probably he used only one strategy.
Yeah, only one
Exactly.
strategy.
That's the thing.
He was a machine, bro. He was a machine. Honestly, he was sitting down, writing down every single trade. We were turning the pages from the use. You know, they were so thin.
Yeah. They were used.
We were just turning the pages like this, and you were like, what the hell is going on here? You know, they were just turning the pages like this. See all the trades in a notebook. That's mental. You know, everything is about risk management. Simple as that. Simple as that.
So one key takeaway for everyone who is watching the stream will be focus on risk management. Other things will, be fixed, but the risk management is the number one priority in your journey.
Very difficult things for traders that we haven't been mentioning. Number one thing is very difficult. One of the most difficult things for a trader situations is when they have to not take a trade. If you will say to a trader, you cannot take a trade right now, he's going to freak out. Most likely he's going to start hitting his head on the wall. literally.
Why?
Okay.
Why I cannot take this trade?
Yeah, exactly. So imagine if the trader has to realize that for even 1 month or 2 months, shouldn't take any trade. It came 2 times in my life, like 2 months that I shouldn't take a trade. So I was just standing watching the screens like that, literally for 2 months, not taking a single trade because I didn't know where the market is going. Number two, realize the trend that you are in. If you have changed, if the trend have changed from an uptrend to a downtrend, very difficult for someone to realize. Number two, if the trend have changed from an uptrend to sideways, oh my God.
Yeah, that's the most difficult, I would say.
This is mental. If you know the strategy to understand that the trend have changed, then you are the king. Then you are the king. So you have, this is key for the success. The trader has to know where the trend is going. If it's uptrend, sideways, or downtrend. If you see a change on that, you have to know how to recognize it. And yes, there are techniques. There are techniques that you can understand this. And the other thing, of course, as I said, to realize that you don't know where the market is going and also stop trading. That's mental. People cannot realize it. It's literally, it's better for a trader to lose money and trade than to not trade. You can't imagine people, they can't stand it. I have seen people literally crying because they didn't know that they had to stop trading. It's unbelievable. I've seen people that they went mental. I have seen people losing $200,000 in one click that they didn't have any more money. I have seen insane things. I lost myself in a trade. I don't remember if it was $75,000 or like 95. I don't remember, but this was devastating. Like it was the only day. It was like many years ago. It was a day that I couldn't sleep for 2 days. What do I think about AI tools? Are we already competing with AI today? Do you use such tools? Yeah, regarding AI, yes, it's strong, but it's still room for traders. Still room. And it's gonna be always room.
For sure. We discussed
The
this
reason
also a
why
lot.
the reason why it's room is because for a casino to survive, the casino and the markets are parasites. They need an organism to work over. They need a body to work over and get benefit from that. Receive all the good things. So money, liquidity. If AI enters inside, you will still be able, it actually entered already, but you will still be able to make money if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, of course, they will suck your money and go. It's plain as that. I told you from the beginning, actually, that the algorithm of the market already exists, and it's much better than any AI in the world. Any AI in the world. You will not even believe it. You will not even believe how crazy is the algorithm of the market. So what we have to realize is, first of all, the fact that the algorithm of the market is everywhere. Is the algorithm of the market of the restaurants, is the algorithm of the market of the trading, is the algorithm of the market in commodities, in stocks, everywhere. Everything is an algorithm. Because imagine you are opening a restaurant, okay, that's an example. You are exposed in factors, outside factors. If the customer is going to be happy, if it's going to rain today and you are not going to have so many customers, if it's going to rain today and many customers will come in,
Location,
if your
inflation,
location is good,
regulation.
everything. So from the day you are actually doing the investment and put the key on the door to open for the people to enter inside, you are exposed in the algorithm of the market of the restaurants. Plain and simple. And if you will say, oh, I'm going to do whatever I want because I know what I'm doing here and I'm going to take over the market, you are just dreaming. You are just following the trend. You follow the flow. Is this? That's all. So it's the same everywhere.
There is one question in Greek.
Yeah. Hi. How are you, man?
Okay, I think we will shortly finish the stream because it's all over an hour right now. But I really like the concept. Like, we didn't even open the charts, which actually I think it's very good because we talked on a
the
more
market goes up, bro. Everything is good.
So, you know, but you know, we talked about more important things than just, you know, drawing on the chart, right? Because we talked about the psychology as well, like the correct approach to the trading itself. So that's what I liked, and if people will like it, we can do another one, let's say in 2 weeks or something like that, and we can then go to the charts and then, you know, make more technical and more practical stuff as well. So that's what I think. I don't see any more questions right now on the stream outside the Greek one. But I
That's
guess
not something crazy.
okay.
That's just fine.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that's all. If you
Thank you so much, guys.
want to say anything for the ending.
Klein, first of all, thank you so much for actually calling me for this live. We have to make one in my Greek channel.
Yeah, I need to learn Greek in this case.
Guys, I wish if you go down to my English channel that I opened recently, if you're gonna follow up there, then you can see many of the strategies that I also use, and of course, like, get the benefit from that.
I will share the links in the video, and you can find it as well. Maybe I will make a post in my Telegram. You also have a Telegram channel, right?
Yeah, I have the Telegram channel.
So I will make a post in my Telegram and mention your Telegram as well. So people can join.
Thank you so much for calling me, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Klein, for this, Michael, for this interview.
No worries. Hope you enjoy. Let's make another one in the future. And yeah, wish you great days in the markets. Have a nice evening, and
have a nice evening, everyone.
That is. Thank you. See you guys. If you have any questions, join to the channel. Go follow Argyris on his YouTube, Telegram, and we see us in the next streams and in the next videos.